Greetings, Slackers. It's December 28th, 2016, and I'm over here with the article I wanted to share with you on InsideSources.com. America Faces Catastrophic Employment Numbers, and this is dated December 15th by Connor D. Wolf. Goes on to state here, Americans continue to drop out of the labor market as employment numbers reach catastrophic levels, warned a panel of experts Thursday. The economy has lost a staggering percentage of its workforce over the decades. The number of people employed or looking for work as a percentage of the population sits at only 62.7%. Experts warned during the panel discussion that the numbers show a quiet catastrophe. Quote, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic in describing this as a quiet catastrophe or calamity, American Enterprise Institute economist Nicholas Erbstadt said. From 1965 to the present, we've seen a really wrenching decline in employment to population ratio, what we call work rates, and we've also seen a surge in men exiting the labor force. Eberstadt added the employment rate for men last year was lower than in 1940. He notes that even after adjusting for retirement and adults, students, there would be an additional 10 million workers if we add employment ratio like in 1965. Quote, so it's not hyperbolic to say we're living with a sort of depression scale problem for employment for men, Eberstadt said. The fastest growing segment of our working age male population has been those that are out of the labor force over the last 50 years, growing 3 times as fast as the male working age population as a whole. Eberstadt blames work incentives for much of the problem. Adults are less obligated to work because of things like social safety net programs. Manhattan Institute scholar Orrin Cass notes incentives are part of the problem, but there are other issues which underline a critical fault with the labor market. Quote, I think what you have instead is a labor market that has malfunctioned, Cass said. The demand side is not providing wages at a level that the supply side is willing to provide the labor at. Some of that is cultural from the supply side. Some of that is the nature of the safety net that provides an alternative. Cass adds, education and automation are also adding to the problem. Employers have been more easily able to replace workers with machines and robots as technology improves. The educational system might also not be providing workers with the skills they actually need. The panel was part of a conference on how to address poverty and economic mobility. The American Enterprise Institute, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the Manhattan Institute, and other right-leaning organizations hosted the event to discuss the issues. It included numerous speakers and panels throughout the day. Well, sorry for the misreading. There was a couple typo errors in that article, but we're right now at the end of 2016 and we're going to be going into 2017. So the reason why I want to read this article to you, men out there, and especially you ladies out there, if you're listening, this definitely affects and impacts the dating scene. You know, traditionally in the past, men were the breadwinners, men had the money, therefore, they treated the woman when they went out and, had a good time, paid for the date, all this stuff. Today, you have more people going Dutch, and that's perfectly fine, acceptable. More women contributing if they want to go out on a date saying, hey, let me go ahead and pay my way, my half, okay? But now we're getting to a point where men will probably not be able to pay for dates. And so we have New Year's coming up, and then you have Valentine's Day right after that, because you could probably go to the store now and see them taking out the Christmas candy, and they're going to be replacing that with all the Valentine's Day stuff. And so I did a video, it's here in one of the playlists, you can find it, about Valentine's Day and basically how it's just, consumption. It's just to get you to buy things, buy crap, buy candy. And so I would tell any man, in order for you to date a woman, it's not necessary for you to treat her, to buy her things, to even pay for a meal. That's not required. And so for you women out there who at the same time feel that it should be a requirement or that men are cheap, well, here's an explanation for why that is. If men don't have money, what can they treat you with? You think that it's, something that will be nice, and his pockets is telling him it's something that I can't do. But this is just some more of the stuff that's going to be contributing to possibly the changing of the game, the dynamics of it. And you'll be hearing about more of this into 2017 because men have been affected more by this latest downturn in the economy versus women. But I'm just sharing with you things that I've learned and my thoughts and opinion on the matter. Go ahead and leave me yours down in the comment section below. The link to this will be in the description box. And as always, that's going to do it for this article and this video. I'll catch you in the next one.